We've had a bit of a break, haven't we? Alrighty. Let's get going. Ducks don't get cold feet. We are back. Episode number 51. And I'm so excited to be sitting across the table here from, I'm going to say the Drift Squid. Some people call him Jake Jones, but I'm going to say Drift Squid, welcome to the studio.
Awesome to be here, mate. Thank you for having me.
Now, I will have to say something very quickly. I believe we've just got you before going back to Japan.
Correct, yes.
And we will get into that because me, I did say I should have been Japanese. I'm very good with chopsticks. I'm very proficient with chopsticks, like to a stage where, you know, I'm almost catching flies. But we are here to talk about drifting. Now, it is the only form of motorsport I haven't tried.
Really?
Yeah, haven't. Other than pulling skids around the block and stuff. When I was younger.
Private roads, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, all closed off to the public. Other than that, I haven't done any drifting.
Not even like dirt roading, rallying, nothing?
In a four-wheel drive, rallying,
yeah.
But not rear. And when I watched, obviously watching some videos, looking at you, I feel like we know each other, and we really don't, which is quite bizarre. It's like, that's what Instagram does. It brings the world together.
Yeah.
And I was like looking at some of the videos, and I think, oh my God, it's incredible talent. And you do have a bloody rap sheet there. You're probably not going to talk about it, but you've won many things. You've gone from Australia as well, then over to Japan. You've probably been other places in the world. Man, all from doing skids.
Yeah. And funnily enough, the first time I tried anything other than drifting was only last year, and that was like circuit racing in Texas.
You're joking.
Yeah. And I loved it. I couldn't believe it has the same adrenaline rush as drifting. It had me shocked. I thought it'd be boring. No offense.
Okay, well maybe I might as well call it out here. I do have a rusky voice, just in case people think I'm trying to ham it up for the microphone. But maybe next time you're back in town, if you have a car, I can drift and I'll let you drive my Wolf.
Okay, done.
All
Deal.
right, that's a deal.
Wait, have you got like something that's not that crazy thing you've just got that you showed me?
No, don't worry. We can put BOP on it for you. Anyway, Drift Squid. Fucking cool name. Got to ask, how the hell did you come up with that?
So it come about from just being called Squid. And that all started because I had this gigantic afro.
You did?
Yeah, massive afro when I just started drifting. And this local shop that I was going to, one of the guys there started calling, he was like a big drifter at the time, started calling me Squid, and then it just sort of stuck. And obviously started drifting and Drift
You
Squid.
do have a good mane of hair.
Yeah, thanks. It's gone very silver now.
Which is not easy when you wear a helmet, hence why I've got none. I'd probably be better off shaving, mate, to be honest. Save me the hassle of when you get out of the car, it's like everywhere, at least with an afro, probably.
You could do a trip to Turkey.
I could, and a couple of mates have done it, and it's been fantastic, but I don't know if I can be fucked.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, I think yes, and then I can't be fucked. Like, I don't know, I'll get to the stage I'll go, fuck, maybe by the time I need to worry about, like, real bad, which is no hair, I guess. But then I think you just deal with it.
Yeah.
I think once you get to, like, 50, you really don't give a fuck. And I really don't give a fuck.
That's fair enough.
So anyway, you're a Barossa boy. You're Barossa Valley.
Yep. Grew up in Tanunda and been sort of hopping from Tanunda to Newry my whole life. The last few years, I actually moved to Sydney.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did 2 years in Sydney as like see where things would go with drifting, and they went nowhere because the week I moved to Sydney, they banned it at Sydney Motorsport Park.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah.
So that you've got the Drift Attack champion.
Oh yeah, so there's...
Was that in Sydney?
No, that's Victoria.
Okay.
So that was Melbourne. I was still doing stuff around Australia, but then as soon as I moved to Sydney and then they shut everything down, I was like, well, I'll just focus on overseas.
Bloody drift cars.
I think it was Power Cruise's fault, actually. So
it's always someone, like,
burnout guys, drifters, they're the same.
So I look at drifting and think all big wheel spin, high revving. Obviously, the cars are set up. I mean, for someone that has no idea about drifting, probably most of the people listening to this, what is it about drifting that the cars are different? Like, can you explain simply what's different about them?
I think so. So we can pretty much drift anything. If you have a rear-wheel drive car, we can drift it. It might not be pretty or look aesthetically pleasing, but we can still do it. So to make it easier, everyone thinks, they must have slippery tyres or something on it.
Yeah, more horsepower.
But it's the opposite. We actually chase grip all the time. Like, we can't get
Really?
We can't get enough grip. Like, we are chasing, like, I'm now running a 285, 35, 19 in Japan. And they're on, like, 100 treadwear. Like, they're super grippy tyres. And I've got 1,000 horsepower just to turn them to get that wheel speed and, like, mechanical grip through the corner.
So when you say mechanical grip,
what
do you mean by that?
Well, mechanical drive, I should say. Because mechanical grip.
It's getting the power down.
Yeah, the drive is to, like, so a car can drift through a corner, say it takes 2 seconds. You want to be quicker than that one.
Yeah.
So you want to be able to drift through that corner a lot faster than 2 seconds, for instance.
So most people, if you're at the lights and it's wet and you've got traction turned off and you put your foot down in any car, it'll probably do a little squealy, a little burnout. Apparently.
Yeah. We wouldn't know that.
No, but the modern day car is made boring.
Yep.
So when we talk about drifting, is it affordable for everyone? Or is it one of those things like motorsport, it's just really expensive?
It's like anything. It depends where you want to sort of base yourself. But if you're a beginner, there's wet skid pan days, even here in SA, where you can take your car out and you won't go through any tyres, you'll just use fuel. And you'll learn the basics of car control. That's probably the best way to start. Because, I think they've got a wet skid pan out at the bend there.
Yeah, I got the initial D collection over there. Now,
not even I've got that.
There it is, all there.
What happened?
And, basically, it was a big lesson on car control. And he'd have his water and wouldn't spill it, drifting through the hills. This is how I've based my driving.
I feel like you'd be a really good drifter. I do.
I like the idea of doing burnouts. I've had a very sheltered life and I never had a good car to do burnouts.
I bet you got some now.
Yeah, now I do. You're right.
Yeah.
But back when I was younger, I feel something inside of me missed out.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, like big time. Like, when you watch Initial D and I saw what he did, delivering like
tofu.
takeaway, tofu. I was like, he started Uber. And he's just so ahead of his time. But let's not worry about him. When did you first get into drifting?
I first seen it when I was like 14 and I was obsessed straight away. So I pretty much, in the next couple of weeks, I said to my dad at the time, because I was living with him, I said, look, I don't want to do school anymore. It's not going to get me where I want to go. And he goes, you can quit if you find the job.
Yep.
So I was, at the time, working after school washing trucks. And I just went up to my boss there and I'm like, can I do this full time? He's like, yeah, sure. He's paying me peanuts. I didn't know any better. So I quit school at 15. I think I just turned 15.
Yep.
So
year 10 or something.
Legally quit school.
Yeah.
I just didn't rock up. And I went washing trucks for $7 an hour.
Sounds like you work for Wash It. Wow. Okay. So then you're washing trucks.
Yeah. So I did that for like 3-4 years until I could afford to get a car, and then bought a car. That was already proven. So I bought it off a drifter who had podiumed and everything before.
Yep.
So I'm like, I got the car. There's no excuse now.
Yeah.
I've watched enough DVDs. I should be able to put 2 and 2 together. Because I was just buying these Japanese DVDs and watching, studying, whatever.
Yeah, it's quite amazing.
Yeah. And then first track day at Malala, I'm like, right, let's sort of take it easy. Go around the first corner and things were going well.
Yeah.
Second corner, a little bit sketchy. hit the ripple strip, understeer, boom, straight in the wall, crashed.
Inside turn 2.
Yep. First lap.
Oh my God. That's your fucking baptism of fire.
Yeah.
So, okay, no shit. Are you joking? But you would have drifted that on the streets all the way out there.
I tried, but I couldn't. So I was too pussy. That's not even joking. I used to go out with friends, and they admittedly could, and it was so freaking cool. And every time I tried, I was just too chicken shit. And I'd be like, oh, the cops are coming or whatever, and just couldn't commit to it.
Wow. Yeah. So your big show, like it's like when someone has got green tyres on, they accelerate out of the pits and put it into the wall.
Yep, that was me.
Yeah, my mate Liam Talbot's done that. I remember that, Liam, poor thing. I guess it happens to the best of them. Yeah. But so you've literally, how much damage did you do?
A lot, thousands of dollars worth. Like ripped the front end off.
What car was that?
It was a Sil 80, like a 180 SX.
With a Sylvia front.
Yeah. Wow. And the worst thing was everyone knew the car. Everyone knew the car
because it was a drift winning car.
Yeah. So everyone's like, oh, this kid's just bought this car, and he's getting towed into the pits with half the front ripped off it, and
that hurts. But in saying that, for anyone that doesn't know, you do find that drift cars do hit a few things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it's other cars or objects or whatever.
Yeah. And that's what the part to me, with my motorsport, you're sort of keeping away from everyone, and unless you're Jason Macris and you just fucking hit everyone, or Mark Lauke, you just spin in front of everyone. Or
I feel like your sport's worse than ours when it comes to damaging each other's cars.
Yeah, it's one of those things that when you watch, and because we watched a fair few of your videos, it appears that there's some track, it looks like in the forest in Japan or something like that.
The Togo one, yep.
Yeah, you want to talk, that looks just bonkers. It looks like the entry speed is very fast.
Yeah. Which maybe you're talking about is that the one where I'm in the Beamer?
Yeah.
In my Beamer?
Yeah, you're in the Beamer.
Oh, yeah. That one is, it's called Higashi.
Yeah.
So it's like their main circuit racing track in Ebisu. So Ebisu, look at that plug.
Oh, wow, there's a plug there. Yeah, they sponsor?
No, they don't.
Well, they should sponsor.
They're my home track now, because I live in Japan.
I got
So anyway, that's their main circuit racing track.
Yeah.
So I get tired out every day for circuit racing. There's no drifting.
Oh.
There's only drifting 3 times a year, and that's during this festival that's about to come up in April.
Okay.
And it was in where you've seen the footage. So it gives us like a 2-day window where we can let loose on that crazy track because it's super high speed.
Yeah, it looks like it's in a forest, no? Or there's tree line very high.
Well, Ebisu's on a mountain, and they've got 5 different tracks.
Oh, Initial D would have loved that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
On their mountain, they have all these tracks, and then there's a zoo in the middle.
What, a zoo?
An actual zoo. Lions, bears.
No.
Yep.
Well, that's wild. I didn't quite realise that.
I don't advertise it because it's a little bit cruel in my eyes, but...
Why?
Well, they're in cages and I don't know. I don't like that shit.
Mate, it's either that or they're dead.
No, they can...
Oh, they could be in the jungle, but you never know. Could go either way. It's just like global
There's actually
warming.
a lot of bears out the wild in Japan. You know that?
I don't actually. No, I've never seen it. And I do like Japan.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got to be careful when you're snowboarding.
Well, let's not get too bogged down on that.
Sorry.
So I guess I really want to know is the entry speed. There appears that you're coming up to a corner, you pull a handbrake. Is that what's going on there? They're pulling something.
Always.
No.
So it depends. There's a lot of different ways you can enter a corner and exit a corner.
All right. So on my way home tonight, did I just say that?
On the skid pan.
On a skid pan. So don't pull the handbrake?
No, you just need to unsettle the car.
Yeah.
So you can do it through weight shifting the car. You can do it through clutch kicking, and then that upsets the car enough to get it sideways. Or you can use a handbrake.
What do you like? You just mix it up?
It depends what the judges want, or if I'm just sort of freestyling, taking someone for a ride and want to scare them, I'll go the fastest possible way, and that'll be clutch kicking or just doing a ridiculous weight shift last minute where they don't realise it's coming.
Because I noticed the turning angle on a drift car is far more degrees, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the camber of the tyres seems very
people
negative.
get a bit carried away with that. I don't, but it's because I like
You're the ochre, like, Aussie.
I just don't like buying new front tyres all the time.
Okay, that's fair enough. I can understand.
You've got to buy enough of the rears, you know.
So we talk about some of your things that you've done. You were the 2017 Shanghai China Drift Champion.
Zhuhai.
You
haven't been there?
No.
It's a really good racetrack.
No. Mate, I've lived a sheltered life. So that's a champion.
Yeah, so...
No, now I know what it feels like.
Congrats, bro. So that was actually a very interesting time. So in 2013, I got an email. He's from Hong Kong. And it's this broken English email saying, basically, please come to Hong Kong.
Yep.
And we have a drift event. I was like, oh, okay, righto. And like, that's pretty much how it was. Like,
What, you had to pay for it?
No.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, the first trip, yes. I paid for my flights. And I didn't know what it was. I thought I was going to watch an event. So all my family's like, just crazy. Why would you go to an event that's coming from this email? I was like, I don't know. It might be something. You don't know what could happen. So stuff it. I flew to Hong Kong and get to Hong Kong. No contact. Like, there's no response. Nothing was happening. I'm like, well, I guess I'm having a holiday in Hong Kong now.
Yeah.
And then like 40 minutes later, he's like, in car park. I was like, oh, great. Which one?
Yeah.
That many there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I end up finding him, and I get in the car, meet him. Turns out he's like, you bring visa. I'm like, visa for what?
Oh, fuck, going to China.
And he goes, we're going to China. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Because at the time it was like, come to Hong Kong. I didn't know we were going to go to China. So then I had to get smuggled into China as his wife's son.
That does not surprise me.
As a student.
Oh, of course.
And it worked.
Oh, my God. That's a crazy story.
Yeah. So anyway, I went to China as a student and, ended up doing this drift event. And
what?
They put me in a 2JZ Altezza, actually driving it, and ended up coming second in the event. It was incredible. And then it turned into a 4-year deal with them. And in the last year, I won the championship. And then now it doesn't exist. Championship's gone.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And it was sponsored by Red Bull China, not the actual Red Bull. There's 2 Red Bulls. Did you know that?
Yeah, Red Bull are very fanatical about their branding.
Yeah.
If they don't own something, they pretty much won't brand it.
Yeah. So China Red Bull is not this Red Bull.
No. It's the little liquid. Yeah. Which is another story, I guess.
Yeah.
Wonder where they got the ingredients from. So that's pretty, that's unusual. How many years have you been drifting for now?
Since 2007. My math's not good.
Yeah. And what has been the highlight of the drifting for you?
Probably.
Is that
There's a lot. I suppose still doing it now. The fact that I'm still pursuing it, and I haven't had anything stopping me from doing it.
So you've made your way over to Japan. Why Japan? I mean, I love Japan, but in regards to drifting, is that many Americans think they're the best, or where do you think the best scene is?
Look, to be honest, America is probably the pinnacle when it comes to drifting, like Formula Drift USA, and then the one under that is Formula Drift Japan in my eyes. So I always wanted to build my BMW and get it ready to go to America, because after I won the championship in China, I got my license to compete in USA at the highest level. So I tried to get the sponsors.
Yep. And?
Yeah, I couldn't get anywhere. And it was going to cost back then like $300,000 to run the season.
Yeah, well, that seems reasonable.
Yeah, but for me...
Yeah, got it. Yep. Well, that seems cheap. All right.
It was ridiculous.
Try and race a prototype, aren't you? You're going to be a lot broker than that. Yeah. Still, you can be a world champion, I guess. Yeah. So, is there aspirations to get there? Like, are you washed up now? Are you too old?
No, I think, with drifting, you don't have to be fit or anything, right? It's not like normal racing. You can see some of the drifters that are winning, they couldn't run 1K if they wanted to.
Yeah, well, we've seen some of them.
Yeah.
We were at Adelaide Motorsport Festival last year. That was really cool. They seemed like a good group of people.
Yeah,
You know, lots of tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of beards and stuff.
Yeah. Mullets.
Yeah, it's almost like the beer and barbecue scene.
Yeah.
But with an engine.
Yeah.
But what I did notice, everyone seemed pretty nice.
Yeah, everyone's good. Like the SA scene's actually really good. But I suppose what I was trying to say was drifting comes down to your mental state.
Yeah. Okay. This is pretty much life.
Yeah. So if your mental state is good on the day, you're going to win. It doesn't matter who you are in the whole field. Everyone's got the ability to win. If your mental state's the best out of everyone, you're going to win. That's the way I see it.
Okay. So that's like being in the flow state.
Yes. And when I've cracked that, no one can beat me. It's ridiculous. It sounds super cocky saying it on this because I've never said it out loud. But it's, yeah.
I think it's pretty easy because I have these conversations with my kids, right?
Yeah.
Talking about just when everything goes right. And for some reason, you don't know why everything is going right. But things are.
Yeah.
And you hear flow state and you hear all this terminology. And I think in a race car, for me, you know, I can muck around till the cows come home. But as soon as the lights go out, then it's like I'm meditating.
Yeah.
I think of what's happening to past people in front of me. And I think about not letting macros hit me from behind. And they're the only two things that I think about when I'm racing. Nothing else. I'm on my radio a bit. I like talking.
Yeah.
And my coach is like, dude, like, do you shut up? You're mid-corner. I said, I don't know. I just press the button. I feel comportable talking.
Do you have to hold the button?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
So you're holding this button while you...
Yeah, and they hear me like... Yep. But I can hear them fully clear. But I get a bit excited. You know, you can imagine some... You know what? You should record what I talk about in my car because people... For me, it's relaxing. It's like I'm meditating, if you could do that. So I understand what you mean. I'm assuming when you're going sideways, you're trying to pick the next corner. There's a lot of things that are moving parts to get right.
Yeah.
And not to mention, when you do your drifting, sometimes you go off in pairs, so you're within a car length. What's the story with that? You're meant to be as close as the car as possible.
Yeah, so the judges... There's 3 judges.
Yep.
And they'll give you a criteria when you start battling. And it usually starts with top 32, then it goes top 16, 8, so on so. So in a battle, you both get the chance to lead first.
Yeah.
And in the lead lap, you have to do exactly what the judges wanted in qualifying.
Yeah.
So that'll be out a clip here, in a clip here, yada, yada, yada. So the person chasing knows you're going to go for that qualifying lap.
Yeah.
And you have to go to those spots. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Not everyone does.
Yeah.
Because either their ability or they're trying to play games.
Yeah.
But the judges are supposed to watch that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you can trust the dude enough and you know he's going to do that lap, then you just got to stick with him and be within, you know, a foot or a metre. Sometimes people like to hit you, whatever. But, yeah, the closer you are, the better. If you can match the angle, the speed, the line, perfect.
So whose responsibility is it to get that right? The lead car?
Yeah, so the lead car has to do their lap like a qualifying run.
Yeah.
So you have a basis of where they're going to be.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, whether they do that or not, you have to have the ability to change everything up.
To not hit them as well.
Yeah.
And pass them as well.
No passing.
Not allowed to pass?
No passing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that is different.
Yeah.
I swear I've seen them. Maybe that's
They
when
do
they
it
screw up.
if
they
they
spin
go
out
off track.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I understand that. So in recent years, where have you been hanging out?
Japan. So I've been on and off in Japan for like 3 years now. Not competing over there, just teaching people how to drift.
Okay, cool.
So I was doing that for a fair bit, and then coming back and working in Sydney, like I was literally just building cars and helping one of my mates' workshops out in Sydney.
So you hands-on mechanic?
Yeah, I do all my own stuff.
Really?
Yeah. And then...
That's something.
Yeah, and then, well, I have to. I couldn't afford to pay anyone to do it.
Yeah, so you're trying to get the drive, to be honest. So you're coaching, getting time in the car.
Yeah.
and then trying to get sponsorship. I'm assuming.
Yeah. And as I'm sure you're well aware, sponsorship is not easy.
Oh, it's so much tougher. I mean,
Ridiculous.
Everyone goes, oh, you know, I get hit up consistently thinking because I'm in motorsport. And then I just say, mate, the day Dad sponsors me is the day I'll sponsor you. You got all chance, mate.
Well, people actually hit me up, see if I'll sponsor them.
Well, it's because you're an identity. I mean, yeah, and I think when you look at the content you produce as well, it's really good content. And I think people just automatically assume you're sponsored by Red Bull or something like that. Yeah. Like, I mean, everyone wants to be Mad Mike, right? Yeah. Like cruising around a triple roto McLaren P1. I mean, me. I mean,
he's a good egg. Have you met him?
Yeah.
He's a good egg.
Good egg, right?
Yeah.
And that car looks insane.
Yeah.
First of all, love McLaren. And I don't have a rotary, actually. I wouldn't mind a rotary. But
you got a McLaren?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I can teach you in that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because they've got so much power. Like, it's incredible. I cannot believe how powerful the thing is. So when you're talking for people getting on board for drifting, is it something that you can see this 4-year-old kid doing a burnout and then next minute they're driving? Is it really, can you get young people drifting?
Yeah, so right now there's a 14-year-old. He's actually coming here for the first round of the SA series in 2 weeks. He won one of the top drifting events in America last year at 14 years old.
A 14-year-old kid?
Yeah, Japanese kid. His name's Hiro.
Bullshit. His name's Hiro.
Yep. Well, not H-E. It's H-I-R-O.
Do you know him?
Oh, I haven't. Well, I don't know him. I've met him, but
mate,
he's just a kid that is still in school and is just crazy.
He's coming to South Australia to drift?
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
What?
He's with his whole family. So his dad's a famous drifter and his mum. And
so it's a family. So it's actually, you go back into all motorsport, it's almost has to be a family tradition.
Yeah.
Like you look at the Formula One drivers, it's no different. Dad did it, Grandpa did it. You know, now they're bloody marrying daughters and, you know, Max is, you know, marrying a daughter of one of the greats.
Yeah.
You know, it's because they see it, then do it, and then they have the right contacts to get the right places. I mean, that's pretty much how life works, right? It sounds like it's tough work.
Yeah, well, I had a major sponsor pull out. Well, my naming rights sponsor pull out 4 weeks ago, so
oh, God.
That was a real kick in the guts.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, it was. It's not ideal. What do you do, though?
So how does that come about? Humour me on that. What do you want to do in your career? Like
to run in Japan?
Yeah.
Or like,
yeah.
So I want to do a full Formula Drift season in Japan.
Yep.
Without, you know, like, I don't want to do it, like, super comfortable. I know it's not going to be easy, but I don't want to have to be, like, you know, going for a qualifying run and going, oh, I got to take it easy here because I don't have a spare axle.
Yeah, got it.
You know, like, I just...
Got to go for it.
Yeah, I want to be able to just full send and know
that's the only way you can do it.
Yeah, but right now, there's nothing. I got a car.
Yep.
And I can't even get a tyre sponsor. Like even a discount on tyres at the moment, because no one's seen me run in Japan. So all the Japanese companies are like, no, we don't want to touch you. And I'm just like, oh, this is just.
So surely you got some Japanese friends that are looking after you over here.
Over here?
No, over there. Like,
yeah, I've got a couple of companies that are helping. Like I got SSR helping me with wheels. My mate Fausto, he's helping me heaps. I've actually got a sponsor from America, like Sunoco, so they're helping with fuel.
Okay.
But yeah, there's still 200 grand.
So how many people are racing in that series? Or
There'll be 50.
Does it change or is it locked out?
No, 50 is capped. So 50 people entered into the series, and it's 11 grand to enter each
race.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, for the whole year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how many events is that?
6.
Fuck. That is expensive.
Yeah.
But that's the top.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. It's broadcast and everything.
So sponsors can see that. Okay. The moral of the story, it's really hard to get sponsorship.
Oh, yeah. It's almost at the point where I should have, say 10 years ago, just stopped worrying about it and focused on building something that would just generate me money.
Yeah. Rather than going for it. But, you know, it's one of those things in life, right?
Yeah.
If you stop and do that,
yeah,
you're probably wouldn't be where you are now.
Yeah, true.
But if you paid someone to do that, you definitely wouldn't be where you are now. But you need you need a passive income.
Yeah.
Especially if you're driving race cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a mate that drives race cars, Matt Tatani, and he's broke. Like all the time.
All the time, yeah.
Yeah, like
I feel his pain.
Yeah, I feel his pain too. And then when he's driving his Hyundai XL and it's upside down.
Oh, is this the dude who dresses up as Ali G?
Yeah.
I know him, yeah.
And like, I feel for him.
Yeah.
Because I said to him.
He's not broke.
Yeah. Poor Matt. Poor Matt. If you're
I reckon
watching
that
Matt,
XL series is more expensive than what I'm doing.
oh, those guys in the XL series, seriously. I mean, last time I saw Matt doing it, he was upside down. I said, you might get sponsorship like this, Matt. Like, seriously.
He didn't have any sponsors on the
Nah.
floor?
He did. He had a whole lot of them, and now he's not racing anything. I think there's a lesson there for a slower car. Great. Yeah, that sounds more challenging. Oh, it's pathetic.
Why would you want to race one of them?
I don't know. I'd rather be like the Flintstones and start using my feet and push that
Unless
car.
he wants to put that on its roof too.
Poor Matt. I do miss Matt. Like I send occasional words of wisdom to him. Like if I looked up the last thing I sent to Matt was like, it's okay, Matt. I actually made a song for him.
A song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I did do a song for Matt because I care about my team.
Has Matt got anything to do with your racing?
No.
No.
Nah. Well, Matt used to work with us, but I'm trying to. I'll get this song for you. I made a little song for him because, Matt was never here. He was always trying to get working other jobs and trying to pay for his racing career. But the songs.
He's one of those kids, eh?
Yeah.
Is he still a kid?
Yeah, he's a kid, mate. Yeah.
No.
Soon to. How did I come up with that song?
Jeez, I want to crack a Red Bull.
Yeah, you can go that.
Thank you.
Yeah, go.
Shout out.
Yeah, Red Bull, if you're listening.
They actually contacted me after I did my Sedan Hill video.
Yeah.
And they basically said, if you ever do that again, we want to be involved.
Are you serious?
So it's a bit late now. I just spent freaking
a
house deposit on doing it.
So
now you want to get
involved? Why I'm looking up my song I made for Matt. Let's talk about that video because it's on I saw it on your YouTube channel. Oh, it's your highlight reel.
Yep.
Something Dream. What's it
Dream
called?
big.
Dream big.
It's been my sort of motto all my life,
Well, it's definitely got you to have some fun.
Yeah.
But when I saw it, I was like, that's on the road. That's Australia.
Mm.
And I was thinking, how the f*** did you get that approved? Because I'm assuming you had drone shots, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Very interesting. You actually might know the dude that helped me.
Yeah.
Brad Day.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
So how did Brad Day get you that?
I had 8 years of because that's actually a government road, freeway. So it's not owned by the council.
Really?
Yeah, so we had to get the government to approve it, not the local council, which was even harder. So for 8 years, I was getting knocked back. Like, no, not happening. And then I still see these random TV ads of Hyundai doing their, they just drive up the hill. And I'm like, I know that's Sedan Hill because I can see the handmade wall. Like that was made 200, 300 years ago or whatever. So then I'm like, I hit Brad up or something happened and I met him or whatever. And he's just like, oh, you got any good video ideas? And I'm like, yeah, I've been trying to do this freaking video at Sedan Hill for the last 8 years. Like, I just can't get the road closed. And he's like, I can help with that. 3 months in, got it. I didn't ask too many questions, but at the end of it, I had to do a lot to keep everyone happy. Because I don't think they realised what we were going to do.
Well, the video's insane.
Yeah.
Was that what?
Yeah. And now I can say where it was. I was for 2-3 years. I was all scared about saying where it was and whatever else, but I don't care now.
Were they impressed?
Who?
The government.
No, they never contacted me, but
because there would be some. I dare say the tyre marks are still left there.
No, they're gone. I don't know if anyone's tried to replicate them, but
the video's insane. I think it's a very good video, and it was sort of, sort of Ken Block style, a budget Ken Block style. I think. Like
it looks like we
haven't shut down a major city.
Yeah, so we did all the adverts in the papers that were closing it off. Traffic controller, ambulance. We had the highest pressure freaking steam cleaner thing to try and get the marks off after I'd finish one section and then move on. Had Brad's whole family out there to help support it, like to try and clean the marks as we were going, but it did nothing. It wouldn't get anything off, this pressure cleaner, so that was a waste of money. Brad Day's brother was a chase camera driver, so he was in the chase car. There was dudes from Queensland, Melbourne. It's huge. It's huge. And we shot that all in 4 hours.
No.
Yep.
So it's a sick video. People should definitely watch it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they only had 100,000 views or something.
I should have put a cat or something in it.
Yeah,
it would have
dog.
freaking,
walking across the road.
Yeah, and then it would have got millions.
Yeah, oh no. And then just do smoke.
Yeah.
Maybe you could digital. What's it called? Remaster. Remaster it. Do you reckon? I'm getting close to the Matt song.
Oh, you're still trying to find it?
Yeah, it's really hard to do two things at once. I'll give you the red hot tip. Yeah, it's called Matt's in a Hurry. It was before that, was it? It was one of the first things I ever did, like where I felt really good about myself. Yeah, it might have been this one.
Matt's in a hurry. Dreams are driving fast. Racing cars, living his life in the fast lane, but his pocket's empty. No money in his hand. He's broke. Can't afford the life he wants. He looks out the window, sees the race cars pass, wishing he could be behind the wheel, going so fast. But reality hits hard. He's stuck in this town. Got no cash. His dreams just keep falling down. Broken dreams.
Yeah.
Jeez, you don't want to get on the wrong side of you, eh?
So, yeah, Matt's no longer with us now. Nah, Matt's fun. We get on very well.
Oh, that's good.
But motorsport's fucking expensive.
Yes.
Now, you're doing it all yourself. I understand that. We've got a bloke on the prototype series. He's, he fixes old Ferraris. He does all of the work, and, he can get away with it for a few grand plus your entry fee, a couple of grand. So I understand if you do all of that, it is affordable. For someone that's got zero idea about cars, and I don't have time, probably more importantly, and I'm lucky enough to have a bit of money. So I balance out what I want to do. And do I love motorsport? Love it. It's the best thing I do, other than spending time with my wife and family.
Have you got any kids into motorsport?
I got my oldest, she's 11. It's a big commitment.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
And she's been in the car enough with me. She likes going fast, and
private roads.
Yeah, private roads. But she's cheerleading. They just qualified for the Worlds.
In what? Sorry.
Yeah, world in cheerleading. So we're going to Miami.
Oh, jeez.
But I got a hunch she's only going to do another season. It's full on. It's full on. Cheerleading's. Yeah, she's 11.
11 years old and going to Miami for cheerleading.
For the Worlds, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Yeah, it pays to have a rich parent. Oh, my God. I'm like, no shit, mate. It's out of, you wouldn't dream of this shit, but it's happening. And the other one was doing it, and they're both really good. She said, done. She's 10. She goes, I'm done. Career cheer. And when it stops, because it's pretty full on. It's very, in motorsport, you make a bit of a mistake, unless it's hitting a wall or another car, you're okay. Like, I'm assuming in a drift car, you're making mistakes the whole time.
Why?
Well, when you're sideways, a little bit more sideways than wanted, but you can correct it all by adjusting along on the way through. You miss a corner braking, for instance. So, basically the person that brakes the last and accelerates first is technically the winner in a circuit race.
There you go.
Pretty simple equation.
I wish I knew that before I raced the rush car.
But it's just not that easy. And there's so many things that come into it. And I got a mate whose kids are trying to do, they were going Formula One. And then I think they just realised how fucking expensive it is and how hard it is. Because you're up against people that when you go to compete with other kids that are 12, 13, 14, they've got managers, they've come from a pedigree of a family of Formula One. They're over in Europe already. And in Australia, you are hard up against it. And I don't care how good you are, you're going to need a lot of money.
Yeah.
And
I tried the manager route too.
Yeah.
Didn't quite work for me.
Sorry? What do you mean? Like
I was
team
spending money and nothing happened.
manager out.
Yeah, like have someone sort of work on getting your sponsors.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, and what, you seem like a very lovable guy, and you think it makes sense to be able to go somewhere. How many Aussies are competing in the Japan series?
There'll be 2.
Is that it?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you'll get on. Is it a good community?
Yes and no.
It's like anything.
Yeah. It's probably
There's always that dickhead, isn't there?
Oh, we get along. It's just like we don't cross over with anything besides.
Well, you're not at each other's house. You're not doing I see all the stuff. Have you gone to these? You into cars?
Yeah.
Like you like Japanese stuff.
I'm a big JDM guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
JDM guy.
Yeah, so, okay, my dream car, 34 GTR, always has been. And it's, biggest mistake ever not buying one when I could have. Even when I could have, I was still blowing all my money on drifting, but, yeah. So.
Mate just bought a Nismo 35.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
White one here in Adelaide.
Because they just announced today, no more.
Do they?
No more 35s, no more, there's not going to be a 36, there's no more VR 38s, it's all finished. So he's hit the jackpot if he bought it just recently. Yeah. So my mate's got one who's got like 25 Ks on it. Nismo 35, never driven it, just sits in his garage. Crazy.
The Americans f***ed up that trade.
Massively. 2 more years and then, 1 more year. And then the final 34 can get imported to America. And then maybe the prices will start coming down, but...
No, that was the problem. I think once America started grabbing Skylines, the prices went through the roof.
Yeah.
I don't know much about the rules and whatever, but that's when I noticed you couldn't afford them.
What about you? What's your dream car? LFA you got?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've always liked Japanese.
Yeah?
Initial D. And that got me into, I think, because back in the day we were doing legal street racing. I was in Ebisu. I was the only white guy. All Asian crew. And I used to shut off all the roads and shit. It was good fun. That's how I met those guys I'm still hanging out with now. It was back when, you used to go middle of nowhere and block off the roads.
Seriously?
Absolutely.
I feel like you're pulling my leg.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was big. It was a huge scene. Huge scene.
Wow.
Yeah, we had Ebisu and Peaks. They were our opposition. So we'd meet at meets and then get a car from each. Mate, if anyone's listening to this, you're probably all going to get arrested. But it was a big thing. Fucking big thing. Well, car cruising, I see the stupid shit going on in America where they're doing donuts.
Oh, the
taker. And I'm like, I'm not that... I don't think I'm that bright, but that looks like a really dumb thing to do. Mm-hmm. And I look at that and I think, what's the point? Is that all stolen cars or something? I'm not sure why you would think that's good, but let's park that to the side.
Yeah.
Because they say don't do stuff illegally. I guess I'm not condoning it. Just don't get caught. But for me, it's sort of changed a lot. But that's what we did. Used to hang out, go on pretty harmless cruises.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the cops were picking on just little stuff, all the exhaust and, just dumb things. And then, we had a couple of the street meets get closed down, but we weren't doing anything stupid.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't doing donuts in intersections, and we weren't doing burnouts, destroying people's property. And I understand when people do that, it sort of ruins it for everyone. Hence why the cruising scene sort of says don't do burnouts and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm always that one that's probably better to go out in the middle of the night than going out with a big group of people.
Yeah. What's the scene like in Adelaide now? Because I've been out of it for ages.
I've been out of it,
yeah,
but I'm assuming the kids still do it. You know what? I don't know.
Yeah. Like, are the cops still pick on like everything and anything, or?
Yeah, man. That's
like,
why.
That's why I got out of it.
Well, the key to life is just get enough money when you can buy something that they can't tell if it's modified.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, not everyone can do that.
Yeah, because they started doing us like in the Barossa Valley. They got ridiculous. They were like doing what's it called? Like they suspect that there's a modification, so you get a defect. Boom. Don't even look. Just we suspect. So,
well, the WRX in the garage back there's still got a defect from 10 years ago on it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I must admit the best part about racing on the track was I got to go as fast as I could.
Yeah.
In something made to do it, and you can do that with cruisers and stuff when they do the power cruise or whatever, where you get that roll racing, and that's fun. And I didn't do all that when I was a lot younger.
Have you done the roll racing here?
No, I haven't.
Huh?
No, I don't know. It comes. Nah, I did a little one on a quarter mile, but I haven't got fucking time.
Yeah.
Everyone goes, oh, why don't you come to coffees and cars? And
yeah,
you know, my wife will fucking kill me if I'm fucking driving more on the weekends. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, you know, I really put aside my time to race because I love it. And if I can do those 5-6 rounds a year plus some track time to dial the car in, I'm happy with.
Yeah.
And I think most people in life don't find something they actually love.
Yeah, because I seen Charlie did it, and I was like, oh, I might go try it. So I took my Beamer out there before I shipped it to Japan. Come second. Everyone was laughing at me when I rocked up because I had my big drift wheels on.
Oh, on the roll racing?
Yeah, low profile tyres and. Yeah,
Where was that at?
Smoked them all. Adelaide.
What, on the quarter mile?
No,
on the roll racing.
Roll
what
racing.
one? McLaren?
No, my mate from Barossa. He was in a big turboed V8 VH thing. Big drag tyres.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty competitive, the roll racing. But I don't know. I think people always want to go fast, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's harder and harder to do that. I don't know. You know, I look at back of, you know, what's really causing accidents. And I'm not in any. It's people on their phone. Like, it's people on phones having car crashes. I don't think
they can track that now too, eh?
Well, they can when you go through. They can actually tell if you're on the phone. Yeah. Especially, definitely. And
because they just, I don't know how they do it, but they look on the history.
It's Omni, it's called, I think. It's called, and it matches up. Hence why the overhead cameras when you're on them. But we all know where they are, so I put the phone away. And I mean, it makes you think where it will go. But how do we get talking about?
That was all you, mate.
So, if we look at, you know, people that have come into the drifting sort of scene, is there someone out there that you look at and go, yeah, that person's got a good style, or, you know, you get on well with, or is there someone in the scene of drifting that you look up to?
Yeah, it's always been like Mad Mike. Yeah, so he actually helped me way back in 2010, him and his fiancée, Tony.
Yeah.
Like I was 21, I think, or around that, and I wanted to go to New Zealand because there was nothing happening here. So I hit them up and I said, look, basically said, what should I do? Any pointers, whatever. And they basically said, if you ship your car here, we'll help you.
Really?
Yep. So I shipped my car and then met them over there. They helped move my car around, and he had a big Red Bull truck at the time.
Champion.
I had nothing but dramas. Got stuck in the Christchurch earthquake, the massive one.
Yeah.
And engine problems, gearbox, everything.
Yeah.
Just I didn't have one good round or anything over there. But I got to meet him and his family, and yeah, that sort of sparked heaps of things. Then the next year we both went to Japan, competed in D1 together. And yeah, just sort of, I don't know, heaps happened.
So he's, I mean, I've met him at one of the, it was a Red Bull F1. It was actually Red Bull F1. And he seems like a crazy guy.
Yeah.
Like, seems, as in, really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a legend. Like, down to earth, just super.
Cool name.
Yeah.
Mad Mike. No? That's like, I don't know why you haven't got sponsorship with bloody Drift Squid. Like, it's the best name ever. Like, is there an age that is too old?
No.
No.
For drifting?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, I'm going to prove that as well. I'll still be drifting till...
Okay, good. Mate, we, in our racing, Mark Lauke races with us, and he's 74.
Oh, jeez.
He's
70.
70.
Eye tests and stuff?
Yeah, I don't think you can see.
Because surely yours is FIA.
Yeah, we have to have medicals,
Oh, yeah.
but you just pay the doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Slip a bit of cash. Tick some boxes. No. Everyone's doing it, aren't
Do you wear glasses? Contacts?
they? I have no problem with the phones. Phone sort of.
Oh, you got
just
long distance.
perfect vision. I could, it says Hot Wheels. Perfect vision. But anything close is challenging,
Oh, okay.
especially after a big night. But I've found, and when I put glasses, it's like perfect.
Yeah.
But when I take the glasses off, I then can't see it at all.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I'm getting old.
Yeah.
I think that's when you get 50. You got a few more years to go, mate.
I'm in my 30s and I'm already blind.
Really?
Yeah.
So for close vision or driving?
Everything.
Really?
It's not that bad. I wore freaking glasses once. I was like, holy crap, you can see now.
Yeah.
Then I just refused to wear them. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I'm trying to be tough like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am trying.
Yeah.
It's not easy, trust me. You can always get laser eye surgery.
Yeah.
Heard they're doing that in China.
Really?
Yeah, no. It's felt like saying China. I was going to say Turkey, but then a bit too much, right?
Did two things at once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get it all done.
Boom, boom. Come back like fucking.
New man.
Oh, he's just been cloned. Surprise. I would fucking love to be cloned. Me dead. Don't you think that would be the best thing in the world?
Why?
Because then I could go to that event and keep them happy and keep them happy.
Oh.
I have a mini JP at home, keeping my wife happy.
Yeah.
It'd be.
You could race full time.
Huh?
You could race full time then. And you'd have time for me to teach you how to go.
Well, imagine that. I could be racing 2 races at once and no one would know. Oh my God, he just flew on a private jet and he's flying here. Oh no, hang on, they're at the same time. Yeah, anyway, as you could see, I've thought about it quite a lot. Rightio. So, drifting.
Yep.
Is it going to be in the Olympics like breakdancing?
No chance. We're not going to embarrass ourselves like that.
No.
No. Mate, it can't be.
Oh, mate, breakdancing.
What were your thoughts on that? It was a pretty good show, actually, wasn't it?
I've been, one of the coolest things I've done is I was in Queensland, my mate Tintin from Red Bull.
Yeah.
He goes, got a party here, the BC1 crew, breakdancing crew for Red Bull. And it was they had a small, tiny nightclub, a bit bigger than here. And it was the BC.
I hope it was a bit bigger than here.
Yeah, but it wasn't much bigger. And it was a circle where you could pretend to break dance against them.
What?
Yeah, and that beat the BC. If you look up Red Bull BC1, these guys were fucking amazing. But they'd finished their tour of Australia and they were having an end of party.
Yeah.
So everyone's just getting lit, and I did some moves. Yeah, I did the walk in, walk out, walk in, walk out.
How many drinks did you have before you did that?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
But they thought it was pretty funny. So because then one would get up because it's only 50 people. It was small. So, yeah, I knew half of them, and it was me and Natalie was there, my wife, actually. So then they would then get up and go, then they walk around. It's fucking cool, man. One of the highlights of my life. I've definitely exciting. See, Red Bull does give you wings. Until they got sued and had to pay someone $11 million. But anyway, so, yeah, someone questioned that it doesn't give you wings.
And they successfully sued them.
Yeah, $11 million I think they got.
Holy shit.
Yeah, see, wish you thought of that, didn't you? But you didn't.
No.
So when building a drift car,
Yes.
what's the most important thing about building a drift car?
Making it your own.
Okay.
Yeah, so drifting, there's no limits on styling. So you can make it however you want. There's no, like, you have to have, you got limits on everything you guys do.
Yeah.
Within reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, with drifting, you can style it with whatever wheels you want, whatever body kit, whatever colour, like it's whatever your car is, that's you. Like, and that's your, like, personality sort of thing. So
for a Japanese lover, you've gone with the BMW, mate. What's going on there?
yeah, but it's filled with Japanese goodness. It's got a GDR engine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a bit of American in it too. G-force gearbox. And then, yeah, but it's just like the whole point of that BMW is I love the look of it with the Liberty Walk body kit.
Yeah.
Which is Japanese, and they now sponsor me as well, which is awesome.
Even better.
And then the GDR engine because it's the best sounding motor, bar a couple.
Yeah.
I know you got a couple good ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
But it's the best one I can afford.
Yeah.
And yeah, so when you see the car, you're like, that's amazing. But then if you hear the car before you see it, it's like a double whammy. That was like my marketing sort of brain working. People are like, holy shit, what is that sound? Where's it coming from? And then boom, they see the car. Like, what? It's like
that's the best explanation.
And they're like leaving the event going, you remember that freaking car? And whatever name's on that car, never forget it.
Drift Squid. That's why I can't believe big fucking octopus coming down the track. Mate, I've thought about this. I've thought about this. So horsepower is needed.
Yeah. Yep.
Does it matter about, like, if you've got a can mirror there, or if you've got something that's a bit, full of steel, real steel, a bit heavy? Some of the old BMWs, a bit heavy.
Mine's heavy. Mine's 1,500 kilo.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't worry about weight. Because back then we didn't have a rule for, like, if your car was over a certain weight, you can use a bigger tyre. So I'm like, I'll just use a bigger tyre.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there are all those rules put in place now?
The top level, yeah.
Yeah.
But like Drifting SA, like that series, the biggest tyre you can use is a 235.
Okay.
So everyone's on the same playing field. Dudes rock up with 1,000 horsepower. Dudes rock up with 300 horsepower. They'll be at the same speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the other than hitting things? What's the biggest thing that goes wrong? Things blow. Like, it looks looks hard on that gear.
You break a lot of things. I've been lucky enough to get on the train early with a good ECU, so I went straight to Motec.
Yeah.
And partnered with a company in Sydney, Power Tune Australia, and like I've not lost an engine in. I can't remember the last time I lost an engine, but since I went Motec, like, freaking amazing.
Yeah, it's a bit more expensive, but worth it.
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
But we break stuff all the time. Body kits and, drop a wheel, wreck a rim.
So, Japan.
Yep.
You just astounded me saying you've never been skiing or snowboarding in Japan.
Drifting only. I went ice drifting. Close to snowboarding.
Wow.
It was near there, like.
What did you think of that?
Ice drifting?
Yeah.
It was good for like 10 minutes. Because it got, like, it's slow.
It's very slow, right?
Yeah, and it was like.
Good car control. Do you think anyone should do it?
And it's like, this is good, but it's not doing anything for me. Like when we were in massive trains, 6 of us, that was fun and like scary because we could have crashed and then you got to pay lots of money if you crash them.
Yeah.
Because we were just hiring the cars.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it was just pretty tame and boring.
Wow. I mean, I love Japan. There's a couple of things in Japan I want to bring back to Australia for sure. I'm keeping them very tight to my chest.
Cars or just the
No, cars. Car-wise,
snowback?
no, just some snacks. Watch this space. But anyway, I'm not going to harp on about it.
Okay.
But when you go to Japan, whereabouts do you go?
So I live in Nihonmatsu, which is like 3.5 hours north of Tokyo.
Yep.
3.5 hours on the bullet train, so it's a fair old distance.
Yep.
And right next to Ebisu. That's our home track.
Yep, that's the track.
And we can go there any day of the week any day besides Wednesdays. And it cost me $5.
$5.
Yeah. So I buy a license. I think I've got it here.
You're joking. $5.
That's why I love Japan. Sorry.
Do you go to the onsons?
Oh, sometimes.
Okay.
So this year, that's
wow, that's an elite.
That's a gold card. So you can buy one of them for $1,000 a year, and then you just have to pay the insurance every time you go to the track, which is $5.
Are you joking? So how many people have a gold card?
Heaps. But they're all foreigners, and they only go like 3 times a year, and then they got cars over there, so they just pull them out of storage, spend $5 a day.
Probably don't want to be telling people this, though. Mate, Aussies will go cram the place.
They have already.
Yeah. America will be next.
They're already there. Now the Europeans are coming in.
It's over. Send them to China or something. Tell me a bit different. So, I've got some questions that have come in.
Yep.
Have you had any big crashes?
Yes. Yeah. I had, quite a few, actually.
You know, there's something about a crash that the sound is horrible. Everything seems to slow down, I feel, in a crash.
You reckon?
Yeah, the noise of it, I hate it.
Yeah,
Not something I'm in a hurry to do.
I don't remember the noise.
Yeah. What happened?
So the first...
What happened, Mr. Drifter?
Well, I told you the story about my first crash. I went straight to the wall.
Yeah, that looked tiny. Come on.
Locked
surely you'd
brakes
come in billion miles an
Here's
hour.
a fun fact for you. You'd know this. If you hit the brakes and they lock up, you can't turn anymore, can you?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so you just don't hit the brakes. So I got really good skill now of how to crash elegantly. You can just pull the handbrake and you can still turn. It just slows down gradually.
I don't have a handbrake. Okay, I'll remember that next time I'm heading
Or
towards
you can just bop it down a few gears and it locks the rear wheels up. And then you might blow your engine, but whatever.
I know which one I'd rather do. Oh my God. So not that bad.
No, one of my worst ones was I spun out because someone hit me and I was in a big cloud of smoke and another car come flying through, didn't realise I was there and just
Bang.
hit me on the side.
Days of Thunder.
Yeah, and I've hit my head on the roll cage.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened, but
Knocked out.
I must have been for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then when I come to, I was like, oh, I'm in the sand pit. What's happened here?
Yeah. It can happen so easily. Would you ever build a car with a mighty LS in it?
God, no.
Okay, that's very quick.
Disgusting engine. That should be banned. I hate those engines.
Yeah.
Those
Well,
damn
okay,
engines.
that's a definite answer. Have you?
Sorry, I've got something. A huge crash in China.
Okay, here we go.
This was a good one.
Yeah.
I forgot about this. I rode a Supra off.
God.
So we're testing, and I come flying around. Like, so we're on concrete, right? And we're just on this concrete track, whatever, third gear. No helmet.
Okay, it sounds smart.
Shorts, T-shirt.
Okay.
We're in China.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem.
And I had cameras everywhere. So I was filming everything. And I come flying around this corner, third gear, and there was a concrete, the concrete bollards on the highway to
Separate,
roadworks.
yeah.
There was one tipped over. Because it was the same colour as the concrete, I didn't know it was there. So I'm like, third gear, flat out, clipped it with the rear wheel, had no idea I hit something, and it's just violently turned me into this crazy spin. Suspension, wheels, shit going everywhere. Wrote the car off, and I think the seat even snapped because it was Chinese.
Oh my God.
Seat. Hit my head, whatever. Shoulders all stuffed, back stuffed. I got out, car's written off, and I didn't really know what to think of it, but I deleted all the footage stupidly.
Oh, people would love to see that.
I know. I freaked out. Deleted it all.
I know. That's a weird question here. I don't understand it. Andrew, have you tried one of the 8 horsepower drift cars?
Oh, He's talking about the gearbox.
Oh, he probably sells them.
I've gone passenger and I hated it.
So what is it?
So it's like an automatic transmission, but you can put electronic clutch in it.
Okay.
But it's 8-speed and it's like.
Oh yeah, he sells that shit. I
yeah.
think. Yeah.
There's a delay. It sucks.
Nice.
Don't get them.
Nice. Oh shit.
Yeah.
So you've given us a wrap for drifting.
Yeah.
You're trying to go for are you living in Japan or not?
Yeah, I got an apartment there, so I'm sort of bouncing.
It's so cheap over there.
Yeah, it cost me like $1,000 a month to live.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I bet you it's a nice apartment.
Yeah.
It's got 7-Eleven near you?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
Everywhere. Every couple.
How good's the waffle sandwiches?
Waffle sandwiches?
Don't tell me. Are you fucking joking?
What? No. Tell me more. Where do you...
Oh my God, I can't even believe this is happening.
Mate, I just get rice balls and eggs. I'm simple. They're cheap. Fill you up.
Oh my God. This is
You got to spend your money on your race car. You know the drill.
Wow. I had one every day when I was over there. Every time I ate it, it was like
Where is it?
I just went to heaven. It's like,
what? Is it just waffle?
7-Eleven. Nah, It's got the waffle cone, ice cream sandwich, ice magic through the middle.
Oh, it's an ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not a sweets dude.
Oh, God. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm here. Anyway. Well, if you have one piece of advice for someone that is going to get into drifting, what would that be?
Never get a loan.
Okay, that is fucking very worldly advice.
Yes, don't ever get a loan to support your addiction.
That's fucking, you can be said about many things there.
Yes, so, that's as simple as I can put it, because I did when I turned 17. I can't remember how I got it from CommBank.
Yeah.
But they gave me a ridiculous loan at 17. I didn't pay that off till I was 33, 34.
What, last year?
Yeah, not long ago. Because I just kept redrawing. When I built my BMW, I was like 100K in debt.
Wow.
Because I had sponsors say, if you get it done, we'll sponsor you. So I was like, boom, let's get this done. Got the car all built, and I'm like, boom, it's ready to go. I was at Adelaide 500 displaying it. Here's my brand new drift car. And, they all go, oh, no, we've had budget cuts.
I mean, that's a pretty valuable piece of information. I mean, one of the things that I can't believe is how easy it is to get money and how long it takes to pay back.
Mm.
And doing it that's for a house. Doing it for a car, it's like you're a lunatic.
Yeah.
And that's great advice. You just tough it out, do it yourself, learn how to do it, which is obviously what you've done.
Yeah. And there was a point there where my nickname was Jake Loans. Yeah.
Wow, if there's any
couldn't really argue with it.
Pawn shops out there looking for that, that opportunity, this might be just what
I should have started that business.
Yeah. Jake Loans.
Jake Loans.
All you need is a heap of money.
Yeah.
And then you can loan it.
It's
that easy.
Simple.
See? You got mate, I'm surprised you're not into fishing with a Drift Squid. No, you own squid.
Yeah. And then the Squid Inc. company that sells, the catering van.
Oh my goodness. You could take this a lot of ways.
Yeah, you could.
But first of all, you got to win. So we want to see you win. It's great to see that. So South Australian doing well.
Thanks, buddy.
And having a crack overseas as well, representing Australia.
Oh, and it's going to be live streamed on YouTube, so anyone can watch. Every single round. First one's Fuji Speedway, April 26th, 27th.
There you go.
Boom.
Can someone make a note of that? So we can, we'll support and might throw in a $100 fuel voucher.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm assuming you need a shitload of fuel, a lot of tyres, a lot of luck, and need to be in that flow state. I thank you for coming in today and talking about drifting. It's something I've wanted to do, never done. So
we're going to do it.
We're going to do it at some stage. I I definitely going to take the kids to Japan 2026. That's my goal because they've seen all the good footage of Dad and they're like, Dad, I want to go. Then I'll watch my initial D series and then I'll be prepped, ready to drive with closed roads through Japan.
Okay.
I actually, I was going to wrap it up then, but I just wonder, have you been on a cruise in Japan? Is it a big car scene? It looks massive.
Oh, yeah, it's huge, but I haven't, no.
No, you stick to your knitting. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Nothing
I'll get
illegal.
there.
Nothing illegal.
We'll get time eventually.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Any advice you want to give me about my drifting career?
We need to start sooner rather than later. I'm a bit worried about your vision.
Well, there you have it. Drift Squid, Jake Jones, giving me some worldly advice about hurry up before I'm too old. Thanks for coming on. Wish you all the best, mate. Wish you. It'd be great to see you on the podium, especially the top one.
Thank you.
In up and coming in Fuji.
Thank you. Thanks heaps for having me. It's been awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck with your new car too.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.